It's time to bet the house on Dricus. These are your UFC 312 parlay picks. This time on.
David! 60 G's, baby!
Welcome back to Fighting with Friends, the undisputed African fighting podcast champion of the world. This is As a Betting Man, and with the reigning, defending, undisputed vegan champion of the world, that is, of course, Brother Gaia.
Yes, boys. Let's do it.
Also
It's
with
time
us
to make
today.
some money.
It's time to make some money. But also with us today, the CPS BMF FWF. Only professional record now, 23-0. It's Nazim Al Nino, aka Babu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Also with us today, ladies and gentlemen, it is the daddest man on the planet. Around here, we know him as Mr. Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, it's George Jefferson, Jedi Knight.
I'm right here.
Welcome, boys. This is As a Betting Man. I hope you enjoyed that intro music as much as I did. But it is time for us to get down to business. So it's Plessis versus Strickland. PG, what have you got for us here in terms of your first parlay, bro?
Yeah, let's do it, guys. This is a fantastic card or at least fantastic main event to bet on. For my first parlay, I'm going straight up money lines just to pick who's going to win. Nothing special. And I'm going to start from the top of the card. Main event, Dricus du Plessis taking on Sean Strickland for the second time. I'm going to go with Dricus du Plessis again, betting on that one to win. My budget is $50 for this one, so I'm going to go Dricus du Plessis straight up to get the job done. Below that, we also have Tatiana Suarez, another title fight for the strawweight title. She is taking on the championing Zhang Wei Li. And this is also one of the fights that I'm most intrigued for. Actually, I find it quite difficult to bet on it because I feel like they're so equally matched. And I'm not surprised to say Tatiana Suarez is the favorite in this fight. So I'm still going to go with her to win. I'm going to stick with my guns, like I said in the previous episode. So I'm going to go Tatiana Suarez to win, to beat Zhang Wei Li. I know it's a big call. I'm actually making me sweat just thinking about it. I think she's going to get the job done. And then I'm going to add on to that money line. I'm going to make it an Aka 4. I'm going to go with Bruna Brazil on the preliminary. She's taking on Wang Kong, who lost in the last fight by a vicious KO. And I'm going to go with Bruna Brazil to win this fight as well. I'm not going to go into details of how she's going to do it. I just think she's going to get the job done. And the numbers don't lie for me. It actually making her the underdog. Seeing her as the underdog makes it seem a little bit easy for me. So I'm going to go Bruna Brazil to get the job over Wang. I think she's more dynamic in that fight. So that's a good bet to make on the underdog over there. And then lastly, I'm going to bet on another underdog to complete my Aka 4. I'm going to go with Nyamja Gal to Mendembarel to beat Yung Song Pa in that fight as well. There's no props for that one. So I'm going to go straight 50 on that fight, on that bet. And that brings my Aka 4 to a total odds of 33.96. And if I put 50 down on that fight, it could pay me out of 1,764 rand. So yeah, that's my first parlay for this fight.
Nicely done, PG. Okay, BG, that's your first parlay. You, of course, also have a prop parlay in action this weekend. So could you please tell us a little bit more about that one?
This is where it gets nice and fun, obviously, because props pay out really, really well. But it's also very tricky once you start going to the prop side of the game. So for that reason, I'm going to keep it strictly to the fights that I know best. That's the main event and the co-main event. Starting with the main event, Dricus to beat Strickland this time, but to beat Strickland in a more definitive fashion, and that is to actually tap him out. Dricus is going to get the submission done, maybe round 4, round 5, and that odds for that pick is 5.5, as you can see on screen. Tatiana Suarez on the other hand, I said she was going to get the job done. I don't think it's going to go to decision just because both these fighters are kind of go-getters. They like to get the job, done as efficient as possible. And I think Tatiana Suarez is by far the more superior grappler here, and I think she's going to get the job done by a TKO, ground and pound finish. And then if you look at that TKO odds, it stands at 8.00. So if I put the two together, it gives me 44.00 odds, and the payout on 50 rand is totaled at 2,243 rand. So let's get that money this weekend.
Let's go. Nicely done, PG. And may the force be with you this weekend. We're going to go to Babu next. Babu, what you got for us, bro?
Yo, PG's prop bet has me floored, bro. 2,200 payout is insane.
Sickening. Absolutely sickening.
Oh, but so for my first bet, I have nothing too fancy, just a young terrible bet. I got Junior Tafa to win, I got DDP to win, and Tatiana Suarez to win. Odds came out to 5.82. Put a 50 down on it, get a payout about 298.38 cents. Nothing fancy about it. The only one there that I'm kind of worried about is Taffa. But I do think he gets the win, man. I think he gets the win.
He's gonna cost your parlay. Is what's gonna happen.
Trust, boys. Win a heat.
Bro, he's fighting an undefeated Teixeira. You're nuts.
Don't worry about undefeated,
Brazilian
bro.
Teixeira.
Taffa don't know of undefeated, bro. He just know first to draw KO.
Sure, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Look, I was also, to be honest with you, I was also thinking about putting some money on Tafa, but then I was like, nah, I just can't do it, bro. I just can't do it. He was also part of my initial first parlay, but Babu and I, may the force be with you, bro. Fortune favors the brave.
So we're judging me.
Nah, you're the only one betting on Tafa.
His bet.
Nah,
we just heard PG's prop bet, and we're looking at me.
No judgment, bro. No judgment. No judgment. But nah, I just can't personally bet on Tafa, bro. Him and his family have let me down too many times, bro.
Yeah, bro. I put money on him before and it didn't go well.
His whole family.
When you have a bad horse, you have a sick horse.
Gotta put him down, bro.
Put him down.
Oh, boys. Hilarious.
Oh, wait. Babu, please go ahead with your second parlay, bro.
So I got a second parlay, which is just a young double. Nothing too fancy, keeping it simple. Just Tatiana Suarez by sub and TDP by TKO, which I think is the likely outcomes of both fights. Odds came out to 16.25. Don't know why the bookmakers has looked at that like that, but hey, not my place. And I put a stake of 25 on it. It pays out 413 rand and 88 cents. This one should be a guarantee and my money back if Junior Tafa does not get the job done.
Yeah.
Don't worry, boys. This is the safeguard bet. This is the safe bet.
The fact that you need safety bets for Tafa, bro. Lets you know everything you need to know here, bro. But okay, your money, your life, Babu. Take us away for parlay 3.
So parlay 3 is a risky one, but they say go big or go home. So I put TDP by TKO, Tatiana Suarez and Zhang Wei Li to go the distance, and then Junior Tafa and Teixeira to go the distance. Odds came out to 60.5. So it is go big or go home. I'm putting a 25 rand on it. The payout is 1,557 and 13 cents.
So ideally, you are betting on Tafa by decision.
Boys, don't worry how he gets the job done. The job will be done.
Nah, because you must have distance now and then Tafa in your other bet.
So yeah, you got Tafa in 2 bets.
That's way out of left field. But it's a fight, baby. Anything can happen, and that's why we love the game, bro.
Yeah.
Any final?
Teixeira actually pulls in to fight Tafa.
That could actually happen. I'd like to bet on that. But Jedi, before Glover comes back, bro, can you tell us about what you've got your money on here?
So yeah, what's the first fight is
it's on the screen if you wanna read it off.
The Tatiana Suarez versus Wei Li. No one's really talking about Wei Li, and she's the champ. Bookie's got her as the underdog, which is very surprising, especially because she's been spoken about as the GOAT and she's the best, blah blah blah. But now she's priced as the underdog, which says a lot, especially from some lady that hasn't really been active in the last 5 years to come in and be the favorite. So yeah,
That's what I said. Yeah.
that's why. Yeah, so they both priced quite close to each other and very high. Like it's 2-1 almost for both ladies.
Hmm.
So it's like a
Swap
pick 'em
myself for
fight.
Jade.
On the one side, they got Whaley to win by knockout, and the other side, they got Tatiana to win by a sub. So yeah,
Swap myself and Jade.
for me, I've watched Tatiana Suarez from the Tough House, so I know a lot about her. I've always been a fan of her, and yeah, now she comes back and gets to show us what she can do against the
Mm,
goat.
mm,
So I put my money on
agreed.
Tatiana Suarez to tap her out. But at some point, she's gonna
Blasphemy.
grab a hold of her and she's gonna strangle her.
Get him. Get him,
Absolute
Jedi.
blasphemy. Absolute
That's the way
blasphemy.
I see the fight going. Unless
Get him.
Whaley is lateral and can evade this chickie for a whole 25 minutes, which is probably not
I
gonna
don't see
happen.
it.
But she can land a bomb. You know what I mean? She can land a bomb.
Mm.
Mm.
But yeah, Tatiana Suarez by sub, probably third or fourth round. And then we got DDP, which if I could afford it, I would put the whole house on. But we're going with
Absolutely.
DDP. Just because we know what DDP is like and what he done in the first fight, what he done to Easy, and the
Mm,
whole game planning with the
mm.
Fusser and everything. Um, Obviously, we're a bit biased towards DDP, but
Never.
it's hard to bet against him at this point.
Yeah.
And this round, I think he's gonna smash Strickland quite early, probably like the
Mm.
second round. I think it's gonna be
Mm.
quick. Yeah, that's parlay one, and the odds they are 16.25, just like Babu for $50, and we're up to 1.6 and some change.
Nice.
Ooh.
The next one is wait, bro, what's happening here?
It's Tatiana Suarez and Dricus Duplessis on the money line.
That is what you
Okay.
bet.
No, my security bet, I call that a security bet in case it goes south, was supposed to be
Oh, yeah.
Whaley win, and oh, thanks, bro. So
Oh,
yeah,
there you
Whaley
go.
win. The money line. Okay, we can go back to parlay too. Actually, as I did actually request for parlay too, so we can go with it. Is
Okay.
just in case nobody gets strangled and somebody decides to ground and pound the Chinese woman. That's why Tatiana Suarez
Mm.
win. And just in case Strickland runs away from DDP the whole fight and they go to decision, that's why we have this decision. For the same thing with Parlay 3, John Wei Lee. I just don't see how nobody can pick the champ. You know what I mean? It's hard
I'm right here.
to come to a
I'm
fight.
right
Yeah,
here.
and like you don't get on the champ, especially if she's supposed to be the GOAT. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is a
Upper one,
security
number
bet
two.
for if the champ wins and the champ in the main event wins, like they usually do. This is just our
Mm.
money back that we put up for risk.
Dope.
Nicely
Dope.
done,
Dope.
Bet
Respect,
smart,
Jedi.
man.
man.
I love it.
You must bet smart.
Give thanks. Give thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from me, I'm keeping it very simple this week. It is the big one, DDP. So putting my entire stack into DDP. And despite all of the naysayers in this group, I'm going for Zhang by decision. Stake is 100 Rand. Payout is
Biggest payout.
2,100 and a little bit of change.
Oh, no, no, it's not.
Yo,
It's not.
Nah, I don't think it's
DDP
the biggest
sub.
one, but there we go. DDP by sub, Zhang by decision. Let's get it, boys. Come on.
Yo.
Money's
Nice,
already
nice,
in
nice.
the bank account. Where's my sound effect here? Okay, so that's it from me, boys.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
wanna give any final thoughts here before we wrap it up? I'll go to BG first.
Yeah, I just hope that my picks turn out the way they do. Especially the
Yo,
props. Dricus by sub, Tatiana
I,
Suarez by
uh,
TKO. And that's
Mm.
basically 2.5 grand is sorted, bro. Sorted. So looking forward to this fight card.
Okay, thank you, BG, and over to you, Babu.
Sunday night win Mavs, boys.
Let's
First
go.
round on me. First round on me.
Let's go. Jatson.
yeah, I just hope one of us get money out
Yeah.
of the pool.
Yeah, look, if Zhang wins, there's gonna be a lot of upset money here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's see how we go. But just to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, these are our current earnings. We are all on minus 100 except for Jedi, who is currently at 0.
Mhm,
This,
mhm.
of course, due to Adesanya losing to
Yeah.
Imavov, broke our parlay at UFC Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Adesanya.
Yeah, absolutely heartbreaking. But here
That's
at
why he's on
Fighting with
fight match.
Friends, we look forward. Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
that's
he
true.
must go to one championship to
Yo, he
keep
will
up
do
any
fantastic
other.
there. He will be a champion
Yeah.
in 4 divisions.
Yeah, we can only hope. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you haven't made this far, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are currently about 934 subscribers and scratching and clawing our way to 1,000. So any support that you can give us is greatly appreciated. Let us know in the comments about the bets you're placing this week. And yeah, maybe we'll ride along with you. But as always, thank you so much for all the love and support. And we'll be back to bring you the recap next time on Fighting with Friends.